One of the most common questions I get is, why is HEX going so shit? Why is it still down 95% after 3 years? Why? Now, the funniest part of all of this is I already gave you this scenario last year. The only problem is no one listened. Why was nobody listening? Because they were all listening to every other PulseChain HEX, PulseX influencer telling you incorrect things. They told you we would run early. Didn't happen. They told you we would have our own narrative. Didn't happen. They told you the prices would be 10x higher. It didn't happen. They told you we would be uncorrelated or decorrelated. Didn't happen. Okay. They told you we would run faster than all these other things. No. Wrong every single time. They don't have a good read on the market at all. Makes you wonder, okay, if they've been getting the past 5 things wrong, why should you trust them for the next part? Your friend here with a straight posture and pointy elbows told you this. This is the Bitcoin chart. When Richard Hart called the top, 90% of altcoins topped out. Okay? 90%. Coins such as Doge, coins such as Chainlink, they topped out in April 2021. You see? April to May of 2021. However, HEX did not top out here, right? We went down. Somebody, I don't know who it is, somebody may have rotated an enormous amount of profits from an ICO, raising Ethereum, maybe, and then pumped the crap out of HEX and basically said, hello community, you deserve this. Here's your reward. Now, that pumping went until September of that year. That was the HEX top. It was actually right here. So what I'm going to do is show you. So this is when basically the altcoin, 90% of altcoins topped, which is the real retail sentiment. This is when HEX topped. Now, on the chart, it doesn't look like much, but actually it is, because these altcoins today have had 1,050 days to start moving up. And they have. So they've been going down for 1,050 days. However, HEX has not been going down for 1,050 days from its top. It's been going down for 896 days. Now you're thinking, oh, what's the difference? Look, there's these weird synchronicity stuff happening in crypto and liquidities and cycles. For some reason, they work. Now, I'm very skeptical that they keep working forever, but these work. And a common theme we have is if you top out somewhere, there's a certain amount of time programmed into the universe and humans that's needed to rinse everybody out, to go through the Wall Street cheat sheet. Okay, you've seen the Wall Street cheat sheet. You've seen it, friends, right here. Okay, now this complacency, anxiety, denial, panic, capitulation, anger, depression, and disbelief, this takes a certain amount of time. For crypto, yeah, it could be like that 1,000 days, right? HEX is just running, it topped out later. Okay, now it's not this same case for every single coin, but I did talk about this scenario. And if we go and check the price chart, this is exactly where it is here. You see, this is the price chart. We have HEX topping out in September, but many other altcoins, they had topped out here in April to May. Okay, so look at this difference. See that deviation here? There's a difference in where they topped out. So basically, we had an extended bull run. So now we're going to have a delayed effect going later. Me, as your confirmed friend, went through this scenario because we were sinking last year. And you're probably wondering, like, why was I even talking about that scenario? How could I possibly foresee? Well, friends, I was telling you, PulseChain, PulseX, and HEX were freaking cheap. Now, they still are cheap, lucky for you, but everything else is still cheap. For example, you're looking at PulseX, down here, those lows, this is a weekly chart, mind you. Put it down, let's look at the daily chart. It was just literally dead. That's what was going on. Okay, you see this down, this Richard, corrupt SEC, he's disappeared. All this zone. And I was telling you, don't listen to your friends and family. They're wrong. The crowd is wrong. These prices are cheap. Everything says we're cheap. Buy more. I was DCA buying more. It's funny, I was getting called out by other people saying, oh, I don't think you're even really buying more. Because they didn't even believe. Oh, do you even really believe what you're saying? PulseX went up 7.5x from that low, by the way. 650%. So I was telling you to do it. And I was specifically, the reason I was telling you, we could have we could be like 3 to 4 months delayed after everything else because we topped out later in 2021. I said that to prepare you because the last thing I want is for you to buy with me. But then if we get a scenario where we drop down even lower and then we go down longer, I don't want you to be selling here. I'm scared of you selling here. Because then you literally give up your future. I'm not even kidding at that point. Okay, now you don't know what markets are going to do. But if you're prepared, you have an advantage over everyone else. And that's what my goal here is to do. Now, a lot of people, they doubt it. They go, oh, if you're doing so well, I don't believe you. I don't believe it. Who cares, man? Who cares? Just words in the winds, blah, blah, blah. The crowd, friends. The crowd's bullish at the tops. If you leave, you're a sinner. The crowd is bearish at the bottoms. If you buy, you're an idiot. You're sacrificing your futures, the future of your family, your sanctity. All your friends and family are going to abandon you. So many things, friends. At that bottom, that's what people like quickly forget. Like I was literally getting told, you let down your family and friends. No one's going to speak to you. You're stupid. How do you spend so much time here? You literally have nothing to show for it. All these things. They said, wow, Simon, you had so much potential. I heard that so many times. You had so much potential. You got scammed by Richard Hart. I can't believe you're doing this. But by the way, it's not just Richard Hart. Every single coin at the bottom, same thing. Happened with Chainlink as well, friends. Ethereum maxis are literally, I know it's funny. PulseChain community, no way believe this. Yeah, I can show you plenty of messages. Ethereum maxis absolutely pooping on my territory when I was buying Chainlink at the lows. Literally, they were going, what an idiot. You clearly don't have product market fit. We don't need the oracles. Vitalik says you guys suck, and there's heaps of other oracles, blah, 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 blah. They didn't get it. It's the same thing. Okay, now they're gonna get sweetly outperformed by Link. Link's gonna go up. You can see it's the same thing. Same thing. Remove the name, remove the accusation, just remove all of these words. Just look at the price chart. Okay, I can do that, and I can communicate it here to you. That's why I'm a nice channel. Literally. Okay, these other people, they're not good channels. They're not looking at the chart and then telling you what the chart is telling them. They're looking at the chart and saying, I know the chart sucks, but anyway, we're a bear market hedge. I know the chart sucks, but anyway, we're going to run earlier than every other coin. That's what they're saying. They go, I know the chart sucks, but actually, you're still down if you bought on day one. You know what I mean? All these different types of things. Friends, I listen to these. I don't react. I just think, okay, I'm looking at this. I'm going to do my strategy. That's me. But I know 99% of people, when they look at this, I know what you actually say. Because you DM me. You tag me in public Twitters. People tell me, hey, look what this guy is saying. Look what he said behind me in this conversation. I'm like, that's weird. That guy's a freaking full-on maxi when I see him tweeting. You know what I mean? That's very, very strange language coming from someone who's like, you know what I mean? Like, instead of like calling it out or snitching, I'm like, oh, it must be pretty bullish. Even that person or that girl's like giving up. Sweet. That's like, that could be really bullish. It could be like consuming their soul. Okay. All these things happen again. These are all like behind the closed doors. Like, who cares, man? Those are words. You're buying low, selling high. It's a network. Either people are coming in or they're leaving. That's it. Now, lucky for you, I've told you, okay, there's this weird 4-year cycle thing that happens where people start to join networks more, altcoins, when Bitcoin breaks the all-time high. Once again, another harsh truth everyone has to just accept, friends, including me. In a Bitcoin halvening year, you don't get what you want out of the alt season. The alt season's already happening. People don't believe it's been happening now. They go, no, it hasn't started. Yes, it has. Go look at others' dominance. Yes, it has started. Solana season. There was Pepe season even last year. Things are moving. PulseX is up 7.5x from its low. We're also seeing all the PulseChain altcoins were going up. Tangang did, HEX Orange Address did a 10x. We launched Gophers. Okay, alt season's here, friends. Starkware, otherwise known as Stark Dogshit, launched their 19 billion fully diluted valuation airdrop fake scam coin. They've launched it now. Do you think these people launch their coins in the bearish part of the alt season or when there's an alt season and bull markets here? Oh, I can't figure it out. The guys who literally didn't allow the coin to be traded, now they want to dump on everyone on the exchanges. Oh, yeah, they're being generous. They're going to launch it at the bear market to let me buy, right? No, they're not. Do you understand? If you look at all these things around you, you go, oh, there's all these things actually moving. It's just that reality is starting to sink in. Well, it's reality, friends. I just told you. In a Bitcoin halvening year, I went and did all the research here for you. No mastermind course, no leverage trading links. I don't ask you for money. Okay, everything I tell you to do, I say, if you want to participate with me, you can. You don't have to. Good luck. You're still my friend. All right. I've told you all these things for free. Highest value content. Free alpha. I've literally told you. In a Bitcoin halvening year, old stuff doesn't move. Now, I wish they moved, but they don't actually move. Here's the thing. If you go and look at the charts, they technically move. Monero did like a 4x from the low. Ethereum did a 5x from its very, very low. Back then it was like $100, okay? Then you also had things like XRP only did like a 3.5x from the low. PulseX has done 7.5x. You see, friends? PulseChain's up like 4x already. So even if they do a 2x from here, and HEX does a 2x from here, they've done a big amount from their low. Okay, like for example, I know, friends, this is why I don't do this measurement because I know how much it tilts you. Okay, but I'm just going to show it to you anyway. This whole bullshit of measuring from the bottom, this is what they do, friends. I know Richard's going to do something like this. He's going to show you HEX is up 300% from the low. It's up 4x from the low. Be happy. See, I don't say that because I know what you're feeling. You're feeling like this is the gaslighting. You know what I mean? I told you it's going up. You know what I mean? You're like, what do you mean going up? Man, what's still offside? I know. That's why I don't tell you this because I know exactly what you're thinking. I know like, it doesn't make sense. Well, it doesn't make sense. But yes, in a Bitcoin halvening year, though, that's what happens. Being completely honest. There was never any Bitcoin halvening year. Did not happen in 2016 or 2020 where old stuff started moving. In 2020, what were the big movers? What were the actual things moving? DeFi season coins. DeFi emerged. Compound. Uni did their airdrop. Synthetics. Chainlink related to oracles and DeFi. Those actually moved up. But the things that existed already from the 2017 market, like Monero and XRP and stuff, they did not move much. They actually did what HEX did here. That's it. It's done like a 300% move off the low. That's why I'm saying, man, even if HEX this year, friends, I know this is going to sound crazy now. I hope it goes up higher. We hope it does. But, you know, even if HEX does like a 2x or another 3x from here, all right, now that might be it. We don't know, right? It might be it. But then if you look at the price chart from the low, you're like, whoa, that's a big move from the low. Like you were able to get a 12x on this. Yes, that's big because it was so oversold, but no other coins are getting that. That's just Bitcoin happening. Now, I pray that we get a softened blow here because Bitcoin has had its strongest pre-halvening run ever in Bitcoin history. It's never done it this strong. It's only 24% off the top. It's never gotten that close. In the other ones, it's only gotten minus 50% to around minus 50%. Now it's at minus 24%. That's huge. That's like Bitcoin only stopping at 35K. But Bitcoin went all the way to 52. So I'm praying that the surplus of money from 35K to 52K, that injection, once it rotates into the altcoins, I'm praying it gives us this extra PulseChain, PulseX, HEX, and everything else burst of another 2 or 3x from here. I'm praying we get that. And you might say 2 to 3x from here sucks. I know, man. But in a Bitcoin halvening year, PulseX doing 21x from the low, I think that's giant. And it is giant historically. Okay. And don't forget, that's not the big real Altseason. The real one after the hangover from that, which will actually be your final chance to get in. Otherwise, it's literally game over. Literally your final chance after that point. The big one will be Bitcoin breaking 69K. Okay. So that's basically, that's if the 4-year cycle repeats. Does it have to repeat? I don't know, friends. Biggest inverted curve, yield curve in history and all these other macro factors. I don't know if it's following on track right now, but that's basically where we are today. So you go learn something, right? 90% of altcoins peaked in the first bubble of 2021, 10% towards the later half. Everything in that 10% suffering hard. Now, not all of them. It's just that, yes, that was one of these scenarios. Yes. Okay. So you just get to see the picture for what it is. But instead of thinking it's bad, It sucks. Why? It depends. Why does it suck? It sucks because you believe the narrative of these other people who kept getting every single thing wrong. How I just went through with you. They got it all wrong. But what if there was a friend out here named your friend Sami who told you, buy altcoins, I'm buying low cap markets, cap stuff, I'm getting leverage on HEX, leverage on PulseChain, leverage on Ethereum, I'm getting this leverage stuff for the bull market, I'm getting bull market altcoin stuff, I'm participating in liquid JPEGs, Gophers, I'm holding my party airdrop, thank you very much. Okay, I'm participating in these, I'm doing ICOs, IDOs, everything I can, paid launchpad, right? We did Drift, now we've got Clip Finance, which is still running, I'm participating on these because, right, what if there's a payout this year and PulseChain, PulseX, and HEX are still low, are still cheap? What if that's like double free money? It's already free money if they work out, and then it's like double. You have to buy even cheaper bags. Okay. This all stops though when Bitcoin breaks the all-time high. No more buying. It's game over. Okay. The only buying we do is super short term and literally short term. Shorter time frame, that's it. And basically, you got to be selling a portfolio at that point. Because, yeah, I've already... here's the thing. I'm to mark my words, though. I got some receipts already. I've got them waiting. If we disappoint in 2024, good luck to yous. Okay, you're all finished. Because I am shocked by how upset people are at the thought of crypto's rally stopping here. I'm like, whoa, you guys are really overexposed. Even though I've told you 30,000 times, you can't really start to get the fun until Bitcoin breaks 69K. So, but I know where it's coming from. It's the pressure from everything else moving. Denial. Did you not see Solana season? Jupiter airdrop. People farming these other scams. Yes, most of the coins go to the VCs and the insiders part of it. Bonk did 100x. You had this Solana season. You had the Pepe and the meme season, and they resurged. There was this Coinbase season. PulseChain altcoins have a season, right? They're already moving heaps. There are altcoins moving out there. Okay, there are people getting into this deep in decentralized penis. They're getting into AI. Now, you think they're all junk because they're not the narrative you were sold on, but you can't deny, man. People and gaming, friends, gaming resurge. Remember great gaming? Right, Elio Trades and Alex Becker stuff. Gaming's had this mad 6 or 7, 8x pop. So just because your bag's in a move and you're all in on one thing doesn't mean it's actually not happening out there. It has. Okay, so there is still time. There's still chance to save you if you want to do that. That's why I've actually been doing this every step along the way, friends. 90% of us are listening, but I always know there's 10% lagging behind. They're in denial, and I always provide a path for them of what to do. That's what I mean. I'm literally just handing out free info. I gave you the time and the date for paid launch pads, free participation. Spam, 11 a.m. UTC, maybe 27th of Feb. Read my tweet. Literally, set your alarm there. Have Polygon USDC loaded, right? Read the instructions. You go through it, and on your alarm clock, as soon as it's there, try spam click for every single one. They're probably going to do like 50 projects this bull market. Because if you win, it's literally free money. I'm literally just handing out free opportunity when it comes to this, okay? So there's all these opportunities that are going to appear. The problem, though, is, man, if you don't buy low, I know what happens. Because what happens, friends? Instead of putting in, say, 5 grand into HEX, for example, PulseChain or PulseX, or all of them, and maybe they do like a 20x from me, I don't know. Instead of doing that, 5 times 20, okay, now 100K. What people do is they go, oh, I should have 100K in my portfolio. So now, in 12 months from now, they're looking at, man, I should have had 100K. And I was going to put in 5. But I'll bargain with you. And what they'll do is I go, now I'll put in 30 and I'll get out of 3x. You see? That's what they'll do is. But they're actually buying the tops. Think about that. They felt not even confident enough that they imagined putting in 5 grand to make a 20x. Now they're happy to put in 30 and make a 2 or 3. That's the top of greed. Now, the problem is, I don't know where that price point's going to be. But if you've been listening to me as your friend, you don't even need to. I've been telling you, buy hard in the depression. You should have a position bigger than you can afford to lose. You should. You should be overexposed. That's how you're going to win. Now, you are going to make it. You're still my friend. Like, subscribe, bell button, all. Catch you soon.